them what they think's here. Bringing you game number 1, it is going to be James Bott and Achieves. Guys, who do you think, Pierre, between Dig and the Bricks?
I mean, I feel like I got to take the Bricks as well. I was very impressed with the three-headed beast you got to see out of the Bricks yesterday. They felt very together, I would say.
Yeah, I know. I love the Bricks. I mean, I've been a Cookser fan since the beginning. He's a legend. You know, there's so much history behind him, and even a lot as well, getting to the grand finals, being a grand finalist. I love what I saw from them yesterday, and I expect more today.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and kick off day number 2, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dreadnought. So, we talked a little bit about why we think the Bricks, but obviously, you know, it's not all doom and gloom for Dignitas as well. Astral did show good things yesterday, and really is on Violent Panda and Yukio and how they plan on improving their performance from yesterday.
And I think a lot of it was just how good that Rogue was playing. AJ and Wonder, they were on another planet with how good they were playing. They, you know, just continuing to play well since their World Championship performance. So I think Dignitas just ran into a really tough team. They're up against another tough team here, but I would not be surprised to see Dignitas bounce back. Violent Panda, a player who has experience winning it all. You know, even, you know, previously with Turbo Pulsa, they won in Leipzig. Now Astral is coming in. Astral, he wasn't the problem yesterday. He was playing fantastic. So if Dignitas can hit their stride, this is a team that also has the ability to win it all. They've done it before.
Absolutely. I mean, they definitely are winners through and through. And as we prepare to get game number 1 underway, we shall see if a good night's sleep has brought them a little bit more for success today. And kickoff will already be favoring Dignitas as Astral over the head of everybody and down into the middle. A lot to clear, but a double commit means Yukio has a chance, but he can't get a clean shot. And it's a soft tip over to Speed and a clear away. Transition back to the orange side, and Yukio making sure to keep things close to him, try and find a breakout. Stealing the corner boost a lot means Speed gets a pass off the back wall. Yukio might be a little slow and cooks her down into the middle. Violent Panda finds a save. Pressure continues to build for the Bricks as Speed will find one into the lower right-hand side. They can't catch the clear, and they're on the board first.
And it's this a lot combo. You see Cooks are starting everything off with that shot, but a lot just feeding that ball into the middle. Speed there, ready, waiting. A lot was a key part of the offense, assisting both Speed and Cookster yesterday. He keeps that up today. The Bricks coming out swinging.
We'll see if they can replicate that come the second kickoff. Already Yukio trying to find a demo in the net, and actually it gives Astral a chance, and Dignitas find a quick equalizer.
A lot trying to get that clear out. It was a decent enough clear to the side, but Panda, with that pass there to Astral, Astral flipping, timing it perfectly to get that shot in the upper 90. And Panda, well done by him. He has always been such an excellent passer, showing us why right there.
And this was a winner of a matchup going all the way back to week 5 as well. One of these teams is going to end up in the relegation tournament. And now they have a couple of new players each, and we'll see what they can do now. As a lot hands one over to Violent Panda. We're down onto the blue side. Cooksier can't get a clean handle on the ball. Pass off the back wall. Yukio not able to find the slam into the net. Astral towards the net as well, and Cooksier has some space to work with. Violent Panda backing off a little bit. Doesn't even get the touch, and Cooksier one-on-one pass across. Speed will get this out into the corner. Couldn't find a shot.
But again, the Bricks looking to use each other on the offense. Even Speed there was trying to get that off the backboard for a lot. Now another chance. Astral, well done for him to break up that play. Now he'll have a chance if he can get that dunk.
It's a nice delayed challenge from Cooksier to keep that ball at least in the midfield. Violent Panda across to Astral down the middle and actually into the net. Cooksier can't make it back in time. It's 2-1 Dignitas.
And Astral just splits the defense. A lot and Cooksier both went for the corner boost because they thought they could get back in time. Astral says, no way, I'm gonna make you pay for that, and shoots it right between them. A little bit of unfortunate timing for Cooksier and a lot. One of them needed to be covering net.
So a hot start for the Bricks. Almost instant equalizer from Dignitas, and now the Bricks playing from behind. Long clear from Speed. Violent Panda looking for Astral, but he needed boost, ended up going back. They'll try and figure out how they want to approach this. Cooksier down in towards net. Yukio coming off the back wall, able to find a clear and win a couple challenges. They'll get some support from Astral a lot. Strong clear off his backboard already, though. Violent Panda there. And Dignitas seeing if they can set up the tent. Yukio will dodge a bump, can't get a pass. Cooks here has a redirect opportunity, but an easy clear. Violent Panda launches that back up the pitch. Bricks trying to find a way to hang on to the ball past the midfield line. Pass into the middle for Yukio and not able to get it past a lot. Nice save on the line.
And it's been an entertaining game so far. This is an important matchup as well. These teams will have to be playing each other in the RLCS next season. Both of them looking for that third to finish out their roster. And so far, Astral has been playing phenomenally, scoring both of the goals for Dignitas in this first game. It's not over yet, but so far a promising start for Dignitas.
Well, maybe Speed will have a little bit of success getting the ball out past the midfield line. Gets a pass to Cooks here, forces Yukio to dive away from a demo. Maybe a lot can win this next challenge. It will be Yukio to poke it out to the side. Violent Panda now takes it on a dribble over one, but stopped by Cooks here out of the midfield. Astral not going to look for help, wanted it himself, and a lot will take that away. Lead on from Speed out into the orange corner. Yukio going to get through Cooks here, and actually a little bit of a double commit from a lot means the Bricks actually give up a bit of space here, and Dignitas can't quite hang on to it. Cooks here now looking for a pass out into the middle. Can't get past Yukio. And the Bricks feel a little sluggish on offense. Just not really able to get anything stuck over on this Dignitas half and build any pressure. It's just great boost control overall from Dignitas.
Bricks struggling to get the boost they need to not only make the save, but start that counterattack. Dignitas not giving any space. Now a chance. Astral the delay!
Talk about a brilliant idea here. It's all about mind games when you get in the one-on-one, and boy, does he get Speed to bite. He gears up to go save that to the back post, and Astral says, nope, you've given me too much.
Yeah, he fakes the flick and waits for the bounce and hits it right off the bounce. Speed just had to sit there and watch. Astral with a hat trick.
Great performance. How's that for your big tournament debut with a big team? Said he was nervous, and he has just been on fire the entire tournament so far.
Absolutely stellar play from him. They still need to close out game one. We saw some crazy situations in the triple trouble PSG game yesterday. So you know Dignitas is going to play hard to finish out these final seconds.
A long clear pass actually to Yukio and into the top center of the net. Not going to happen. Dignitas are going to secure game one off a beautiful passing play.
Yeah, and it's Astral finding Yukio on the other end. Yukio, he's so good at these shots. You see him do it all the time. These upside down shots in the center of the field, or just those high aerial shots. Yukio specializes in those, and he blasts that one home. Dignitas looking fierce.
Statement of a game one, no doubt. Maybe the Bricks will get something back here, but even that was off the mark, and Yukio takes it away down the pitch for good measure. Violent Panda will be turned aside. Cooks here out into the middle, and game one will come to a close. Astral drops it down to the ground. He's involved in 4 out of 4, and the new kid on the block's cruising.
Absolutely cruising. I mean, he is blazing down the highway. A hat trick, and then that final assist over to Yukio. Astral is playing like a madman. The Bricks, they started out well. It seemed like they were going to be setting the pace, setting the tempo, but then Dignitas just comes roaring back.
It really was a pretty good start. I mean, they opened up the game only 30 seconds in, and then this was that second goal, the go-ahead, where they both split off into the corner to grab the boost.
They probably thought they had plenty of time, and then you can see Yukio's dad there.
That's probably right after the redirect.
Yeah, just sitting there.
That was a beautiful shot.
And then Astral again, the fake flick, shoots it off the bounce. Speed, he had to challenge right away, but he didn't want to challenge too early, because if he goes and challenges, maybe Astral takes the flick. It looks like he might not have been able to even get that flick because the ball was a little bit away from him.
But it's just the initial hop is what gives you that option and forces the defense.
And exactly. And from Speed's perspective, the ball might have been blocking a little bit of Astral, so he might have not been able to tell how close Astral was to his car. So Astral just playing that perfectly and making a statement in that first game. They had a tough series against Rogue, and now against the Bricks, they seem to be the better team.
They absolutely said they ran into a hot team yesterday. Well, they might have just ran into a hot Dignitas for the Bricks, and they're going to have to figure out, all right, maybe we can get the offense going here, because strong start and then just absolutely dried up.
Yeah, and Panda got his Playmaker award, so 3 assists from him.
It's been a long time since we've really seen Violent Panda be that support that we always gave him credit for being one of the best in the world, and now he's absolutely giving everything over to Astral, and he's converting so many of those opportunities.
Yeah, Astral taking over that striking role, just putting shots in the back of the net. Yukio was a big part of that for Dignitas, Yukio being a great shooter himself, but Astral playing on a different level right now.
Well, game number 2, about 30 seconds in, and already the Bricks trying to get a little bit more going with a pass to Cooks here. They're stuck here in this Dignitas corner, and they'll just try and make sure they have enough resources to try and set up the tent here. But even that, another fake challenge from Astral, gets it through 2, goes under 1, doesn't even go for the bump on speed. It's out to the middle for Yukio, and thankfully tipped aside, close call. And the Bricks will escape unharmed to speed on a dribble out through the midfield line.
But again, so much of a threat. Astral going for another pass here. He's forcing Bricks to use everything they have on defense. He almost got that ball out to Yukio. Now pass down, Dignitas on an assault.
Not done yet, and finally Speed finds a small hole and at least pushes it out onto the Dignitas side. Cooks here, brilliant read, and actually Yukio gets tied up on the goal line, and it's the Bricks again on the board first.
Yukio with a mistake here. He's trying to get back to net. He was in position, but he gets hit by the lip. You see that lip does so much damage to players. Yeah, if you hit that, then you're just out of luck. Yukio, a rare mistake from him on defense, and that's going to cost Dignitas.
But they found a quick equalizer. They might find another. Astral pings one off the back wall. And again, actually a triple commit from the Bricks. Could be disaster. A lot trying to play damage control. And thankfully, he got that over Yukio's head, or else the Bricks were in dire straits.
That second effort from Alat allowed the Bricks to reset on defense. But still, Dignitas started out with so much aggression, and they're not going to be letting up. It was just that one mistake from Yukio, but now a chance for Cookser.
And cleared aside. And actually, a couple of great challenges coming out for the Bricks here, but can they get a solid pass away from the defense out into the middle? As Violent Panda, again, actually gives one over to Cookser. He's putting on pressure, and Astral dodging the demo also finds the save. And what a job to do there.
Nice, through the smoke screen. That's a difficult.
Oh, did they get it? Not quite. So close for Dignitas, and a lot can't connect on the pass given to him off the sidewall. Yukio wants one for a double tap, and Speed says, get that out of here. Violent Panda will try and find a pass, but only goes into the opposite corner.
And we also saw Astral committing on that play as well. Astral's so hungry on the offensive side. He did make that defensive play as well, getting that save through the smoke screen. But Bricks just gearing up. This has been a good matchup so far. Dignitas had the better of Bricks in game 1, but Bricks stabilizing that defense. Now trying to take it to Dignitas.
Oh, Yukio and Astral just missed the connection at the midfield, so a lot gets one through Violent Panda. Great lift from Cooks here, but unfortunately he also pulled out his teammate. Means a lot has to come through, take the second chance. Can Speed turn around? No, he won't have an option. Violent Panda dives out of the midfield, tips it off his backboard, and Astral will get it to safety.
Oh, and I love what I saw from Speed there. Not jumping into that ball, gets the touch and able to follow it up to put the Bricks on the attack.
A lot has a chance towards the net. Violent Panda saves one, and Yukio in a race. Cooks here will block that, which means the Bricks have a second chance here, but still struggling to really win the challenge game against Dignitas. This will come down for Astral, but it's over his head, and Yukio will have free reign to decide what to do. Not able to win the ball from a lot. Violent Panda maybe got a little too much of that touch and actually gets right in front of it. Great job to go get that ball right back. Wants a ceiling shot, and that will be turned aside. He didn't get it on target, and Dignitas not able to further the lead.
Still a good moment there for Dignitas. Time left on the clock for them to tie this one up. They've been so threatening.
Yukio kind of stuck in this Bricks corner for a moment. A lot long clear, actually a shot on target. Violent Panda can't reach it. Wasn't thinking it was gonna go in, but sometimes it slips by.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens here on the replay a lot. Just launching it downfield. Astral jumps for it and misses it. Panda can't get back in time. Just a long range goal for a lot. Surprising the defense.
So the Bricks hold on to a 2-goal lead now. I think I said Dignitas had the lead earlier. That's just me being foolish, but still, you feel like Dignitas has played a pretty solid game too. And they just haven't found the back of the net.
They've had multiple chances. Even that ceiling shot from Panda was a good chance. The pass out into the middle, the one that was blocked by Yukio. Dignitas has had some offensive pressure, but the Bricks just finding cracks in the Dignitas defense. Dignitas making a few mistakes on the defensive side, and that's been enough for Bricks to make them suffer.
Well, Astral has a chance to put one in, but he goes right down the middle. Easy save for a lot, and Yukio forced to tip one towards his corner. As Speed out into the middle, time too much of a factor, and Dignitas will not be able to crack the defense of the Bricks in game number 2, despite putting up 4 in game number 1. Astral and Violent Panda held dead silent compared to game 1.
The Bricks tightening up their defense, whereas on the other hand, Dignitas started to show some flaws. It all started with Yukio missing that save that he had to make. He hits the lip of the post. A devastating thing to do. You know, you just lose. You lose where you are on the field, and you run into that post. It just takes you out of the play. There's
you're toast. I mean,
there's nothing you can do.
It's the end of the line,
and it feels bad.
It really does. It's thousands of hours of awareness, and then that happens to you, and you don't even remember the last time that you've hit the lip.
Yeah, and it was a good shot by Cookser as well. He used up every single ounce of boost, put Yukio in that tough spot. And then this shot from a lot, Astral.
Oh, yeah, they both got caught.
Yeah, they just got caught out.
Just Astral a little forward.
Had to be up right away for that. He was a little late. Then Panda realized there was no one back in net. Had to go around. Yukio was still rotating back. And a lot, he just has that sense, you know.
He launched that.
He's a scorer. A lot is a scorer. In the past, you know, he has been a player that's always been creative on the offense and just has that sixth sense of when the net's open and how to get a goal.
And it really has been a turnaround for him as well, because on Mouse took a little bit of a backseat and was playing that cleanup crew, damage control third man role on that roster. And now versus the Bricks, it really feels like he's been freed up just a little bit. We'll see if he can continue to have success here now that they've tied up the series, and Dignitas will look to go back to those winning offensive drives they were able to accomplish in game 1. Speed has a chance, can't win the challenge in the middle of the box. And Astral up the side and looking for help, but he might not have the boost to get the job done. Poked into the middle. Speed looking for Cooks here, and actually he'll just give it up. Probably heard Yukio jump and didn't even waste his time, knowing he was beat to that ball. And so lifted into the middle. Astral double commit with a teammate means it could be a bit of a short drive here for Dignitas. A nice block from Cooks here, and they secure their own boost, but he's forced to just punt that ball away because he just doesn't have anything in the tank to follow up with. Nice block from Astral in the midfield. Yukio towards the back wall. Can he get 2? He will not have an option. Speed denies. But Violent Panda picking one off with a pinch off the ceiling. It's just high. Astral not able to fit that one under the crossbar. And again, Cookser off the sidewall, trying to keep that ball close. Gets a little extra flick, but Yukio stayed right with it. A lot continuing to build the pressure for the Bricks, but that is stopped as well.
Dignitas looking relatively good there. Astral wasn't able to put that shot on target. And now a miss there. Oh! A lot will punish them for this miss. You see, it looks like Astral coming across the middle of the field, just missing that ball, and Panda was not in position, just absolutely right. You're hung out to dry, and a lot will not miss that one, puts it behind Panda.
And another opener as well for the Bricks. Again on the board first. And Dignitas, for the third time, will have to try and find a game tire. A lot actually gets a ball deposited right on his nose. Wants one into the midfield for Cooks here, but he hesitates a little bit. Violent Panda took it away, and Speed, just in a challenge game on the midfield, going to be favoring the Bricks for just a moment. As Dignitas try and regain a foothold here. Yukio, little chip up. Actually, not even able to find the demo. Nice job from Speed to run up the back wall there and take that away. And a lot takes away a critical demo on Yukio there to take away the scoring shot opportunity.
Interestingly, Dignitas had all 3 players up almost in the box at the same time, heavily committing to that. making him vulnerable for a counterattack. Dignitas, gotta wonder if they're starting to panic a little bit on offense.
Not the greatest touch, and Astral to punish, can't quite get it there. They misplayed the ball off the wall, and Astral was applying pressure, but just couldn't get that flick to get further forward. But this one's off the ceiling, tipped it backwards, and Yukio is too late. Speed gets it out to Cooks here, and he has just been solid from every touch off the wall in this game. Not willing to miss just about anything if you give him the ball in that situation. And again, he'll take the ball away from Dignitas, this time in his own net a lot. Flick over one, Violent Panda diving back, cleared into the corner for Yukio. Trying to keep the ball close because he knows you've got to hang on to the ball as much as possible with no boost. You can't afford to just kick it away and give the ball away.
On a lot of speed, just on the same page, playing so quickly, but the Bricks have been doing such a great job of denying the backboard for Dignitas. Dignitas trying to get those passes, and they're just getting shut down. Double taps getting shut down. Bricks not letting anything hit their backboard.
Well, it was something that definitely worked well for them in game one, but it doesn't matter here. Yukio just catches one from the midfield and blasts one into the upper left-hand corner. We're tied up.
And again, it's Astral connecting with Yukio a lot. Tried to prevent the shot, but Yukio, again, deadly in the middle of the field. His shooting is something that was so phenomenal for the Bricks when he used to play on their team back when they were Flipside Tactics. Yukio, such a great shooter. And that was an important shot, getting the equalizer for Dignitas.
There's a long drought finally broken, but Speed has one into the middle, and Astral, a great save. Tipped into the middle again, double commit for the Dignitas. They're scrambling a little bit. They have some extra time, though. The Bricks had to organize themselves as well. And Yukio goes to Violent Panda for some help. And everything will calm down just a little bit here. Violent Panda not able to win the ball, and Yukio will actually wait his turn. Actually ends up nobody going for the ball for Dignitas, which means the Bricks will be allowed space to come forward and apply pressure, and Cooks here will catch the ball off the side, and it's 2-1 Bricks.
And it all started, Astral creeps out of net right here. He just got caught in no man's land. He had to stay more in net. Panda and Yukio are both there in the corner. Leaving net just leaves you vulnerable. He wasn't expecting that ball to shoot over his head, and when he did, it was an opportunity for Bricks, and they did not let it pass.
Yukio pass in the middle, and what a beautiful pass, but Astral couldn't close the gap fast enough, and Dignitas will be turned away off the kickoff. Violent Panda trying to hang on to the ball. Yukio again pass for the middle, and Astral, great block, but that one's wide, and unfortunately 0 for 2 now. Yukio with a third chance, trying to go under the defense, but Cooks here remains composed, waits for the right time, takes it down to the other side. Speed just misses the follow-up chance, and the Bricks will have to remain composed for the final 20 seconds or so. Yukio trying to keep it close, wants a block, can't get it around a lot. Astral, pass to the middle, actually it'll be a lot to steal that away, not enough power on it. Huge block from Cooks here to waste more time. A lot towards the net, and kept out by Yukio. Brilliant save. Astral can't find the clear up field though, ends up taking it away, and game number 3 will come to a close for the Bricks.
The Bricks just staying calm, communication on point for them, swarming Dignitas, making them pay for mistakes. Dignitas, they played relatively well, but at times they just get a little panicky. They get antsy. We've seen them have everyone up in front of the field, no one back, puts them vulnerable for a counterattack. And even at the end there, Astral, he's just getting a little bit too aggressive at times. We've seen double commits from him, even creeping out of net at that key play that gave Bricks an opportunity to score the go-ahead goal. You know, you can tell that maybe he's starting to feel that pressure, feel like he's got to do a lot on the field. But, you know, Bricks, on the other hand, have just been playing clean.
That was the tough one for Violent Panda. Again, Astral just missing that ball. And, I mean, Violent Panda, you can try all you want. It's going to be a tough save no matter what. If it's in the right spot, it's just going to wind up into the net. And that shot right there all went back to Dignitas hesitating a little bit as well.
Yeah, they left too much space in the middle.
And it allowed the Bricks to come forward.
You're exactly right. That play, and that was a result of them just overcommitting at the same time. If you send the double commit, then you both have to retreat to go and get back at boost. That leaves a ton of space out in the middle of the field.
Because it was Yukio stuck in the net, and he's like, I can't just go out, you're both already there, and I don't want to, you know, have another triple commit.
Yeah, he had to stay in the net, otherwise it could have been a bad situation for Dignitas, or a worse situation. So You know, you have to, Astral, a new player coming in, has been great on offense, but right now, they need to get those comms under control. They need to start playing, and already you see a double commit coming out from Dignitas.
It might work out, though. Punched off the backboard, and now it's Astral actually waiting his turn a little bit and lets Alot clear the ball for free. Obviously, he didn't know that Alot had no boost, but he was willing to respect that long clear because, you know, Alot made him pay earlier. You actually saw it in that highlight package, just launched one off the sidewall into the net, and Astral wasn't going to let that happen again. And so Yukio out to the side of his own half, and Astral to get the ball past the midfield line. Cooks here. Nice little pop around one, gets through Violent Panda as well, but Yukio reading the play. Again, trying to keep this ball as close as possible. He's done a great job beating people when he's got the ball close to him, but he hasn't found a pass to a teammate, and the drive was kind of stalled at that point a lot of times for Dignitas.
Yeah, Dignitas, they started out with a great dynamic. Astral just being the finisher. Yukio has been good in the middle of the field. But
what a pass back.
They have been struggling in these later games to get something going, something cohesive on the offense. All of their shots just seem to bang off the post. They can't really get any great chances.
They did have a couple of great chances at the end of game two. Astral not going to be able to come down and get that one, but Violent Panda picks a spot, just able to sneak it past the last man, and Dignitas get a 1-2-3 play.
And you see Speed perhaps waiting a second too long to go out and challenge that ball. He was waiting probably to see if that double tap was going to come through from Astral. And the ball just pops out for Violent Panda in the middle, and he drops it in. And that pressure finally paying off for Dignitas.
Actually, a bit of a fake kickoff for Dignitas as well. They drew that ball back for Violent Panda. Unfortunately, no fruit bearing. They're going to try and find another clear, but Alot, great positioning, steals it away. Cooks here off the backboard. Speed can't quite finish, and they might get counterattacked. Yukio needs help, and then he's got Violent Panda on the side, rips it into the top left, and it's 2-0 Dignitas.
You could tell this was going to be bad. As soon as Speed wasn't able to get a good hit on that, Cookser was the last hope to get back. You see him getting boost in the corner, and then just a banger from Violent Panda. Dignitas was probably hoping Yukio would just shoot that in from a distance.
Well, they were real close to not being able to convert. Violent Panda only had like 4 boosts when he was pushing up the pitch. He had to take his time, really make sure he got on the right side of that ball. And that's the don't panic, we need to score this. And that's the experience.
They knew that that was a chance that they had to hit. The bricks getting caught out.
Well, the pressure off the kickoff easily dealt with for the bricks, and now it's Dignitas with a fairly early 2-0 lead, just about to hit the halfway point, and they're looking to force a game 5, and now it's the bricks kind of left scratching their head saying, hang on a minute, what's going on? They've only got one shot here, and Cooks here hasn't really been having anywhere near as much success clearing the ball as he did in the previous game, as that one just floats around. An easy punch in for Astral is just floating around the front of the bricks net, and it ends up going into the back.
Yeah, he was just on the prowl right here. He saw Violent Panda get a bump on Alot. Violent Panda lands in a perfect spot there, actually gets that to Astral. Astral ready for it, punching that one in. Dignitas, their rotations in game 1 were great, and then they started to struggle a little bit. Oh, and a kickoff goal here for the bricks.
Speed following Cooks here on the kickoff. It's just, he went for the passive approach. There's 2 ways when you follow your teammate up. You're either right behind him, so you hit the ball first, or you play it real slow and you react to what happens. This time around, the ball slips past the close follow from Dignitas and lets Speed beat the second man and get that one into the back.
And just millimeters. Like, Astral was inches away from getting that touch to prevent it from going back, and then Yukio was just inches away from getting to that ball. Just a game of inches there. Bricks trying to stay in this game 4.
And easily dealt with again. Push by the bricks, and here comes Yukio. Long touch towards the corner. Unfortunately missed the boost steal. Could throw off the rotation a little bit, but nice demo again. Violent Panda trying to open as many doors as possible. And Astral, all he has to do is make sure nothing gets over his head, and he's done a great job of buying plenty of time here. Out into the middle. Yukio a little sluggish. Means Violent Panda's got the ball. Off the backboard, no problem for Cooks here. Actually got that ball up to a lot, but Astral down to the side. If Violent Panda actually gives it up, this might allow something for the Bricks. A big miss from Speed, though, means everything's going to falter out a little bit. Even with that demo in the net, it's not going to matter. Astral can't quite cleanly get the transition, and so time wasted. Now it's definitely a factor for the Bricks if they want to just close this out here and avoid Game 5.
Yeah, you can tell they're getting a little desperate now in the final minute. Speed went for that demo, leaving them vulnerable to the counterattack. It didn't come back to haunt them.
Big double commit from the Bricks and just ripped towards the sidewall. And I actually feel the Bricks kind of rushed that a little bit. Dignitas gave them a huge chance, I think.
Yeah, it's Bricks. They're desperate, sometimes stretching themselves a little too thin. They're not able to take advantage of that opportunity that was given to them.
Yukio got one off the middle. Cookser actually, it's not even worth it. He's willing to play defense. It was Astral, excuse me. Speed gets it through one, and Yukio rotating out of the midfield, able to make a nice stop. As Cookser out into the middle, Speed off the ceiling. It's actually right down to him, and it will just not roll in. Yukio makes it back in time. They'll keep the lead at 2, but it might not be enough. It needed to go in, and Dignitas will just scrape by and avoid a Game 5.
And I don't know how that didn't go in, Chiefs.
It was close.
Yukio almost made the same mistake. It looked like he had hit the lip again, but he pinches it off the post and out. But Dignitas fixing those rotations, getting that early lead, putting the pressure on. Panda leading the way with 2 goals and an assist.
It's the first time that Dignitas scored to open up the game in the entire series, and they got another one pretty much right after that, only 30 seconds or so later. And then it was the Bricks. It took them pretty much past the halfway point till they really started getting shots, but you already expect that to happen whenever you're down towards the end of the game.
Yeah, and we saw the Bricks starting to throw everything they had, multiple demo attempts to try to get that goal to put them within 1, but then this shot from Violent Panda on the counterattack, they almost weren't able to capitalize from that, like you said. That would have been a much different game. And then the kickoff goal from Speed, that was the only goal that Bricks were able to get.
They were close.
And then this save, you can see, yeah, Yukio, he had no boost. He had no boost, and he's flipping back to that. So he didn't hit the lip. He just had to flip to get back in time. So wonderful play from Yukio, just persistence, not giving up on that ball, even though he had nothing in the tank, pinching that one off the post. That would have given Bricks a chance.
And we do start off, well, it's day 2. And the first game of the day is going to go all the way to game number 5. It feels like we're back at league play. Nothing's changed between Bricks and Dignitas, even with the new people, it would seem. And now we'll find out who's going to start off feeling great and who's going to have to grumble a little bit and fight through the lower bracket to make day 3. So kickoff pending, straight out to the side, and Yukio's got a great read on it, but gets a little bit too far behind the ball and pokes it out in to the Bricks corner. Astral using a ton of boost to try and stay with this ball. Actually beats a ton of people. He's got them all. Yukio got too close. You can't blame him. I mean, how is Astral supposed to hang on to that?
Astral just staying up. And Yukio was coming up expecting that ball to pop out a little earlier. He wasn't expecting that second effort from Astral. But my, that could have been something spectacular had the comms been there.
Out into the middle, Violent Panda trying to find a gap. It'll be Cooks here to clear, however, for the Bricks. He's got speed, and it's off the wall, but it doesn't matter. A lot's right there for it. They get the counterattack, and the Bricks on the board first again.
And all starting out with Cooks are getting a great hit. Yukio missing the play there. Yukio had to make contact with the ball after the miss. Speed feeds a lot. It was waiting in the center of the field. And less than a minute in, Bricks striking first.
It's proved dangerous many times for Dignitas when this has happened. Pass off the backboard, denied by Violent Panda. Lifted to Yukio, but he just ends up giving the ball right back. Astral trying to cover up a little bit, but free ball for the Bricks, and they will just kick it up the pitch. They're feeling good, and again, Yukio forced to just clear that ball a long ways away. Brooks here trying to keep the pressure up in the midfield. Can't get it through Astral. Speed actually kind of struggling a little bit, but did get a decent amount of distance on that ball. Pass off the ceiling for Yukio. Everyone comes up empty, and it'll be Cooks here uncontested to clear out to the side. And if Yukio had a better read, it could have been pretty.
And that was such a perilous situation for Speed. He had barely any boost in the tank to even make that first save. So well done by the Bricks getting out of that unscathed.
Not done yet. Violent Panda trying to dish one out into the middle off the backboard, but Speed will beat Yukio off the follow-up. Huge block from Astral to keep things going for Dignitas. Pass out towards the middle. Here's Yukio. He's forced to go high. A great attack coming out of the net from the Bricks, and Astral can't get it through two people on the goal line. And Violent Panda, again, trying to keep the attack going. No demos coming through. They keep trying to steal the boost. The timing worked out just so that Dignitas had to rotate all the way back. This one's into the middle, and Speed, again, great read on where the pass is going. Yukio trying to stick as close to the ball as possible. They still can't find the demos on the support players on Dignitas, and on the Bricks, excuse me. And despite Dignitas putting up some great pressure, I mean, the Bricks got an answer for everything.
Yeah, it's been impressive defense, especially from Speed, even getting in the way of that play. As we just approach the halfway point of the game. And now a lot getting that save as well. Going for that demo, that could have been a chance.
Speed, a little bit of extra time as Yukio needed to go collect his own corner boost. Out into the middle, Cook's here for a lot. He's gonna have to find a second touch. He'll need help. Violent Panda denies that. Yukio can't find the pass, actually gives Astral a chance, and again, Speed. I mean, it's been us criticizing his third-man defense a fair amount during league play, and he's done a bang-up job of it here in Game 5.
Yeah, standout performance in Game 3 on the defensive side. Speed answering the call, but Dignitas still threatening here.
Oh, Astral trying to go for the fake and actually just gets it taken right off his nose, and it goes out to Cooks here, the Bricks with a 2-0 lead.
Cookser with some patience, challenges Panda there. Astral didn't flip into that ball, and then Speed going after Yukio. Yukio there a split second too late, and Cookser finds his mark. The Bricks looking to close this series out.
But plenty of time still for Dignitas. They've had a pretty good amount of pressure here and some miscommunication. Violent Panda wants the pass. Yukio just wanted to take it. Double commit means they'll have to reset here and waste a few precious moments. Pass towards the middle. Violent Panda can't connect. A lot. Nice fake under one. Bricks are in time steal mode.
They just want to melt this time off the clock. Dignitas hasn't been able to find the back of the net so far this game. Bricks happy to just boom it out.
Long clears. Yukio needs help from Violent Panda. Missed the boost, actually, and that means Dignitas a little slow to pick things up. Out of their own corner, Violent Panda. Pass into the middle. He's got Astral over to Yukio. It's a stretch, and he still can't reach it. It's bouncing around, and that will be a lot to find a little tip out to safety. And it's a game of just being so close as that one's off the mark. And again, tip to safety from Speed.
And another good tip. Dignitas not over yet. Yukio, the shot. That one's going to be wide. Dignitas, you feel like they had to get a goal there. Otherwise, it was over. The final 30 seconds of Game 5 melting off the clock.
Cooks here, punched out to the side, and Dignitas just struggling in vain. Speed will just get around one, steals the ball, and that will close things down.
And you can see the emotion from Cookser and the Bricks as Speed takes a wide angle around the ball, slams it in, the insurance goal, and the Bricks answer the call in Game 5, and Speed, a brick wall himself.
Absolutely. A well-deserved accolade would be clutch defender for his Game 5 performance. Under a lot of pressure here from Dignitas. Really, they played a great attacking game in game number 5, and unfortunately, just would not bend or break, did the Bricks defense. And they will keep things together. And as soon as this one finds its way to the ground,
Speed laughing.
And make it 4, why not? The Bricks will close things out with an exclamation point.
Cookser finished that goal standing up. He was just standing there. You could see the Bricks celebrating, the fist bumps coming out. The synergy there for the Bricks, and Dignitas started out hot. Astral comes out with the hat trick. Violent Panda with his clutch playmaker. You thought that maybe this was it. Maybe Dignitas would hit their stride. And then in games 2 and 3, the Bricks, they just blocked things down.
Absolutely.
We saw some defensive mistakes from Dignitas. Dignitas just got off the same page. They were struggling to rotate, to communicate. Meanwhile, the Bricks, they never lost that.
And to put it into perspective, Dignitas score 4 in game 1, and then games 2 through 5, they score 4.
Yeah, but you can tell that there is so much promise with this Dignitas squad, especially with Astral. They just have a few things to figure out, but the Allot synergy with this crew, that's an exciting team to watch.
It's a lot of fun, but the day's not over. Dignitas will have to go down the lower bracket. The Bricks, we'll see if they can advance on to day 3 in their next matchup. But when we come back, we will continue with day 2 of DreamHack Valencia. Stick with us. We'll be right back.